Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Everybody's here. Okay, so last week, the party emerged from the sewers with Floon and Rainier safely in tow. You guys had a bath on the way to the yawning portal. Except for Holly. Holly went ahead to the yawning portal because she cast prestidigitation on herself and immediately was clean. You guys returned to the yawning portal, met Floon, returned Floon to Volo, and receive a reward that was not gold, but instead was a deed to Trollskull Manor. At which time Rainier and Volo both pledged favor to your party. Your meaning that they would help you guys out in what ways they could. The party ate dinner and slept at the yawning portal. Overnight, Ra received a message from a white cat, which was an offer to join the Emerald Enclave. Ra, I don't remember if you had told the rest of the party about the white cat or if you were keeping that to yourself and just sort of like investigating that on your own. Was that something you shared?
He went down there, and I think he mentioned it to us, but didn't go into any more detail than just talking about it.
Yeah, I mentioned that they needed to be on the lookout for scarecrows.
That's right.
Okay. So in the morning, you guys ate breakfast, and then everybody except for Ra headed up to Trollskull Manor and stopped by the market on the way. Felix bought a healing potion and commissioned a hat and pair of boots. Ogle commissioned his amethyst holy symbol to be embedded into a metal shield. All of those things that were commissioned will be completed in 2 days game time. In the meantime, Ra headed to the Falconmere in the southern ward. He met Melanor Fellbranch, the half-elf druid who was the groundskeeper to the Falconmere estate. Then he met...
That's the guy that likes to be called...
Yeah. No, he doesn't, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure he does.
He then met Jareth Falcon, who explained the purpose and the mission of the Emerald Enclave, which was preserving balance in Waterdeep. And she has Melanor give Ra the introductory mission, which was the outlying farms are being terrorized by a scarecrow, come to life, it's slaughtered livestock and chase horses and spook farmers. No one's been able to kill it as of yet, so the city guard is dragging their heels. Something must be done. Ra accepts the mission and then heads back up to meet up with his friends and happens upon them at the market. The party altogether heads to Trollskull Manor and enters to discover that it is a 4-story estate with a tavern on the bottom floor. You guys also discover a poltergeist named Liff, and you have enough communication with it to understand that it is a non-threatening spirit who wants to keep his job as the barkeep. And then our power went out, and that was it. And it was about noon in Waterdeep when you guys were kind of in there cleaning up and looking around on the bottom floor. So that is where we ended. And what do you want to do now?
Can the poltergeist pour me a drink?
Can the what?
Can the poltergeist pour me a drink?
You gotta write it on the window, remember?
He can hear you.
Oh,
Poltergeist is the one that writes on the window.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You can't ask the DM if the poltergeist can pour you a drink. You have to ask the... What?
Asking the poltergeist. Can you pour me a drink?
You see a wooden cup that was tipped upside down, sort of raise up in the air and turn around. And it had some questionable liquids dripping out of it as it turned up. And it moves over, sort of like floating in the air, over to one of the taps. And you hear this squeaking, screeching sound as like the tap turns. And it's like a toilet that won't flush properly, makes like a gargling sound, and like it's starting to pour some liquid out, but it's like and some thick liquid that has like chunks comes out into the cup, and then you hear the squeak of the tap turn again, and then this cup floats in the air over and sets down in front of you on one of the tables.
Okay. This is a job for bar rescue guy.
Hey, Poltergeist, what's your name?
Lift.
Who's Lift?
From the last session, he had written LIF in the
That's
the
right.
dust.
Lift, I could use a back rub.
Well, we're gonna have to work on the cleanliness operation. Maybe get him a chalkboard. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Is this drinkable?
You can certainly try.
Eh.
I'll go cast guidance.
No. I want to see if he gets drunk.
I'll taste it.
Constitution.
I was
saving
just gonna
throw.
say, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
So you smell it, and it smells like a combination of really bad foot fungus and vinegar. And you decide to sip it anyway. So you put the cup up to your lips and take a small sip, which you then immediately spew all over the table and kind of throw up in your mouth a little.
I mean, foot fungus and vinegar. I thought maybe it was a pickleback.
And then you see a rag come over and wipe the table down. And now the table's really clean and shiny because vinegar cleans really well.
Nice progress. Well, should we see if we have like a cleaning staff upstairs that are poltergeist, or let's check out the rest of this place?
Okay, so you want to move around?
Are there stairs or something?
It is a 4-story building. I would hope so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can't just move around like that.
Just ask me if I wanted to move around.
Hang on. Let me get the Troll Skull. Oh, you guys have the copy of Troll Skull Manor.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So I think on your...
The stairs are right.
Yeah, I was going to say on your particular... I want to make sure that we have the same...
Hey, question.
Map
What
going
back
on.
here in the kitchen? Is there anything fun back here in the kitchen?
You can't just move around.
Right. So the stairs are at the top right of the map on the first floor. As you walk behind the bar, you go south into the pantry, and then even
Anything
more
fun?
south of that is a kitchen, and you see there's like a big wash tub where they would wash dishes. There's also a big butcher block for cutting meat. There's a big kettle and a bunch of pans and pots.
So the usual kitchen stuff. nothing
Yeah,
special.
you've got some wooden utensils, big wooden spoons, and you've got a selection of knives. Everything is covered with a layer of dust and a little bit of like greasy griminess that you can tell it wasn't cleaned before it was abandoned, but it's kind of greasy, kind of gritty, and then very dusty.
We didn't look in the basement yet, did we?
It was a wine cellar.
Okay.
I remember talking about that.
Yeah. So if you,
Hey, before we go anywhere, I want to ask Liv when the last time people like patrons came to this place.
he finds a dusty spot on the window and just says years. He just writes the word years.
Okay. And then I ask him, why did they stop coming?
And you see him. You see, like, what would be in today's out in the modern world an emoji, but it's like 2 dots for eyes, and then a sad face, and then next to it, just the word me.
Oh. Okay. They were afraid of a poltergeist too. Okay.
I ain't scared of no ghost.
I mean, it could have been the beer. That's just pretty bad.
Well, yeah. It's years old there, cat.
You guys want to go upstairs?
Just trying to make him
Yeah.
feel better.
Wandering up the steps.
I'm gonna stay down here and clean up.
We'll lead the way.
Well, I mean, the poltergeist hasn't been cleaning anyways, but I'm gonna.
Wait a minute. We have to go outside to go up there. Looking at the blueprint,
Yeah, that is weird.
I think we have to go outside. It's not like an actual.
There's no door right there? Oh, you're right. Okay. Yeah, you guys have to go outside to go to the second floor. So you have to make your way outside around to the street, and then you can go to the second floor because the first floor is just the tap room.
Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the actual like second floor and third floor are the
Manor.
yeah, the rest of the house basically. So
Okay. Can you move us up there, please?
I sure can. You guys
Thank
all what's your marching order?
Me first.
I'm staying here to clean.
Unless Felix wants to go first.
I can. Just stop stepping on my tail.
Who else is going upstairs? Wait, where did
I'm going behind him.
Okay.
I'll guard the rear.
Guard the rear. Okay.
I will stealthily go up the stairs.
I'm going to delete this terrible old beer. I'm gonna throw it out, and then maybe I'll go down to the town to get more better beer.
Oh, it's a really good cleaner. You might want to clean first.
And I thought we already cleaned last session.
You
We were
started
like
to.
tidying up.
Well,
Yeah.
if they're gonna bail on their responsibilities, I'll finish.
Okay.
Okay, you finish. The rest of us will go wander the
Rob,
house. make
you're
sure
down.
there's nothing breaking.
You're at the back of the stairs. You can't just walk through the wall. Sorry.
I mean, he probably could.
Yeah, okay. So Felix walks into the common room, and then Ogle behind him, and then Mordekaiser behind him, and then Raw comes up the stairs, and that's the door right here. into the common room. You guys just see a lot more broken furniture, stuff that's turned over. There's cobwebs, dust, more rats. The rats were more common down on the first floor where there had been food, but the rats have pretty much cleaned out all of the food. Any morsels or bags of rice or potatoes or anything that would have been left behind, the rats have eaten.
Okay, and this is the door out of the common room.
No, you just walked through the window. You fell 2
Yeah,
stories. Take
that's a
1d10
window.
bludgeoning damage.
It's
Get back
actually
in.
2d6.
So,
I just made that up.
yeah, ask before you just start moving.
I wanted you to know what I was talking about.
Just say north, east, west, south.
That's too many words.
Nope.
There's a door here,
Yep, there's a door there.
and there's a door here.
Boom.
I know that by
Um,
looking at my Troll Skull Manor handout.
So these H's right here are fireplaces.
I was about to ask what those were.
I carefully checked the door.
Okay, what does that mean? Carefully check the door.
Is it locked?
No, it's open.
Okay.
I mean unlocked. Not open, but unlocked. So you walk in.
Yes.
Okay, you find what looks like a den. There's some shredded up books. It looks like the window was left open, and so the birds have like come in and used this, what would have been books laying around at the time. They've like scratched through all of the paper and torn up all the paper and stuff to use as nesting material. There's no bird's nest in this room, but you can tell they've like cleaned it out. There's little scraps of paper. Kind of like when you have that binder that's got like the perforated spiral binder and you pull out the perforated paper, but then it leaves you like those little pieces.
Yeah, the little knobs or whatever.
Yep. That stuff's everywhere.
So it's a chicken coop.
Yes. It's a chicken coop. But it's a den. Or was a den.
I'll close the window.
Okay.
Wood is in the room to the south.
I assume that door is unlocked.
It's unlocked. You can walk there.
Alright, I'm going to walk on through.
You walk down. You're in basically like a hallway. There's a window to the east, and then there's a stairway to the west. There's a door to the south. It's just a simple hallway.
Alright, I'm going to go to this doorway. Is it unlocked?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to step on through.
Okay.
Looks like a closet of some type.
Yes. It's actually like a spare room.
Huh.
With a
then-
fireplace.
Yes. It's like a bedroom, a small bedroom.
I'm going to walk out onto the balcony here.
Okay. Yep. It's just a balcony.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go back up through into the den.
Yep.
And then there's, looks like a couple hallways.
Yeah. So you can
Go down
actually, the most western door in the den, or southwestern door, goes out to another balcony. And then that middle hallway goes down into a larger bedroom.
Okay.
With windows. It doesn't have a
Anything in-
balcony. It just has 4 big windows. It's just an old bedroom, dusty cobwebs. Nothing special about the room other than it has a nice bed and a nice bed that's kind of deteriorated, and the other half of the other side of the fireplace.
You guys want to go up to the next floor?
Yeah, I'm just going to go through the wall.
Okay. You walk around, and you guys go up the stairs, and I will move you. Mordekaiser,
Thank you, dear.
Felix, Ra, Ogle. So you guys made it up the stairs, and you are now. You come out, and there's like another set of stairs. if you wanted to keep going up just north of you. Otherwise, you're in this sort of like a hallway room, and you've got a little hallway down to the south, and then 2 doors, one north and one east. And then you've got a hallway to the west with a door on both the north and the south.
I'm gonna go this way. Poke my head in this door.
Okay. There's another bedroom with 2 large windows and a fireplace.
Gonna walk through this door.
That is a private bath.
Hey.
It's like the large bathroom.
Let's close the door.
Hey. Kind of a crappy private bath when it has 2 doors on it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Hi guys.
We put private in quotes.
And then I guess this is just a closet over here.
That is the privy.
Privy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna go through this door now.
Wait, where'd you go? Oh, you went through
The
that
library
door?
and study.
Yes. Oh, you guys have that labeled?
It's on the handout.
Okay.
I just wanted to make it easier for you to find it.
Got it. And Felix went to the other privy.
Are these windows or doors?
The skinny long ones are windows.
Got it.
What's in here?
That is the bottom of the turret. And then you actually got there through a bedroom. So you would have had to go, like, from the center room right here. There's a door right here that goes into this bedroom. And then there's a door into the turret. And that room also has a private bath.
I call this one.
Okay.
Is there anything special in this library and study? I feel like there might be if it's a library.
Nothing. I mean, you can make an investigation check.
All right, I cast guidance on myself.
Add a character for a second. Did you cast guidance on your wife today?
She did not need it, so I got a
Nice.
6 in total. Dude, when when it started off, popped right out.
Nice.
Certainly sounds like number 2.
Yeah, it just took a while to get to that point, but once we got there, it was smooth sailing.
Good.
You find some old receipts, like invoices and receipts and stuff for different guilds. You find a receipt for the Guild of Butchers, a receipt for the Dung Sweepers Guild, a whole bunch, like a stack of invoices from the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. Mostly just scraps of paper that were like business papers.
Okay. Coolio.
So we have another set of stairs.
Yes, you do. Right north of you. Okay. So Felix is going up there. Who else is headed up there too?
You can take me up there too.
Me too.
Where'd my... There he is. There he is. I'm gonna go to the south one.
Okay. And this is just like attic storage.
Ooh, I'm doing an investigation check. Guidance on myself. I would have maxed out at 7. I probably didn't find it.
It's a mostly empty attic room. It has
Oh.
some empty casks in it. It has some looks like some rusted tools that would be used for like carpentry tools, but they're all like rusted and degraded and stuff. Felix, you walk into what looks like a small attic bedroom, and it has a bed that it looks like the mice have pretty much chewed through the straw mattress that would have been on the bed, and so it's really not much of a mattress anymore. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look out the window.
Yep, you see the street.
Where's the? You call it a turret?
Yeah. You were in
It's
the
like a tower.
you were in the turret. Like the peak of the turret's right here, so you could like climb up the ladder and be in the turret peak.
Oh, so you access the top of it from the other floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like from the 3rd floor.
Yeah. There's a ladder that goes up to look out the windows.
Can we just say that I go back down to the 3rd floor, then climb up the ladder?
Sure, you're up at
Is
the
there
ladder.
Is there anything in said turret?
No, it's just a turret. It has windows.
Just cool to look around.
It has windows in the northwest and south side because it sticks
Sounds
out.
good. Sounds good.
You guys going back downstairs?
Yeah, we'll go back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back down to the tap room and continue helping Holly clean a little bit.
So yeah, but
Probably already
we need
done.
like a cleaning staff, some servers, some cooks. A GM.
Is that a general manager?
Yeah.
A game master?
Hey, French.
Yeah.
This is out of character. Is there a Never mind. Let me formulate that question first.
Got it.
That makes sense. I'll just send you a message on.
Okay.
Discord. So what do y'all want to do?
Well, what do we want to do at this point? Are we opening it?
I think we could open it.
I mean, it's like hiring people, or what? Are we staying here and working in the restaurant? Using it as a front for our operation?
What
can do-
operation?
We could do all 3.
We could
Just
launder money.
I don't think becoming crime lords is very befitting of heroes.
Who told you that?
My conscience. But I forgot, you might not have one of those.
Nope. 200 years to live and that goes away.
And there's a knock at the front door. Cluck, 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 cluck. And you hear
Oh shit! Someone give me my apron.
you hear like the doorknob sort of like rattle back and forth. And then a knock, 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 knock. And the door sort of creaks open, and you see a male halfling. He's a little bit smaller than the normal size halfling, but also a little bit stouter. He has mutton chops and bushy brown eyebrows, and he walks in and says, "Hello? Hello?
Hello. How can we help you today?
And he kind of walks slowly.
I say this as I'm standing on the far side of the bar, so he can't really see me.
Okay.
He just hears a voice.
I'm down here too, you know.
I pull Holly down so he can't see anybody.
And it's just a poltergeist at the bar with your voice.
Right. Oh, I have to copy. Oh dear, hang on. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but you'll be able to see it when you watch this later. I'm looking for the commoner picture. Dang it. Shoot, wrong one. This is not gonna be it. Maybe it will be.
I draw my bow and hide.
Really?
You never know.
You're the worst.
Most of the shit in this game has been trying to kill us.
Right. Oh, my tokens.
Could be a halfling banshee or something.
Lord.
He's not wrong. It could be.
Mm-hmm. This is annoying. Oh my god. Okay, I know where I can find it. Sorry. Alright, so in walks this commoner. He's not really a commoner. And he walks in and he says, "Oh, hello. Name's Broxley. Are you folks the owners here at the manor?"
We are now, says a disembodied voice from behind the bar.
I'm standing up still.
We have a private bath.
Did everybody just hide?
Not me.
Okay.
I'm still standing.
So Oval's behind the bar pretending to be the
Yeah,
voice
there's
of
a
the
bunch of
ghost.
idiots crouched around me.
I'm not even. I'm probably not even crouched, man.
I'm standing straight up. I'm just
Say,
on my feet.
sort
"Hello,
of hidden."
Broxley. My name is Holly. How can I help you?" "Yes, we are the current owners."
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Holly. We heard that there was a new, well, that the ownership had passed from this place, and I just wanted to stop by and check on you folks. I'm from the Fellowship of the Innkeepers, and we're a guild here in Waterdeep, and anytime there's any new establishments, public facilities, we always check on people to see what they need and see what connections they need to be connected with. Are you planning on converting your tavern, or are you going to keep it a tavern?
I believe we haven't made a decision yet.
All right then.
But if you give us some contact information, we can get back to you on that.
Oh yes, of course.
What's your email?
Actually, I'd like to ask, do you know what caused this place to close initially?
Oh, well, There have been rumors that the building became haunted after the last owners were involved in a little bit of a mishap. They just sort of disappeared. And it's actually not a lot is known.
Do you know what their name, since you know about ownership changes?
We do know that. I'd have to go back and check the records. It's been years, really, and I don't know off the top of my head. I wasn't in the position that I'm at currently when this place closed down. It was just one of those situations where I was just an innkeeper myself and part of the guild, but I didn't have a position yet.
Well, from as far as we can tell, those rumors about the haunting and whatnot are completely false.
Oh, good to hear. Good to hear.
I look at her completely baffled. And
Holly?
yeah, I'm from her to the poltergeist. To
Poltergeist is not
halfling.
visible.
You can't see
It's a-
the poltergeist.
It's a poltergeist.
I kick Holly in the shin.
Well, I slap you with mage hand.
Okay.
I hit you with my warhammer.
Roll for
Okay.
initiative.
No.
You might be interested in a haunted tavern if it's a friendly haunted tavern.
Yeah, well, people are superstitious. Fortunately, there's no ghost here. This is a normal tavern. And we will maybe keep it a tavern.
That's great news. I really just checked to see how the place was doing. I haven't been in here, and since it's been closed down, it's been locked up. So, of course, no one really comes around. And I really would love to see it back up and running. Are any of you interested in being part of the Fellowship of the Innkeepers?
Does it involve real ale?
Well, for the real ale, you'd have to get a hold of the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. They're the ones that do all the supplying of the spirits here.
Well, this dwarf might just be in.
Do you have like a general managers guild? Could we just hire someone to kind of take care of this stuff?
I 100% know what our name's going to be.
Toby's?
Ghost in the Shell.
Spirits.
Dungeons and Flagons.
I'm looking at all of the guilds right now to see if I can find one that's like Managers Guild.
I don't think we need a manager's guild. Holly will manage it.
Property management.
I could just call one of my barmaid friends. Take over.
If servers ran restaurants. Good God.
Promotion. Well, no. Barmaids know people who are good at managing. Therefore, if someone wants to branch out.
I'm talking to the guy that's in charge of the hotel guild.
That's part of the hotel guild, is
It's
he?
the Fellowship of the Inns, and they do inns and taverns.
Yeah. So bars and hotels.
That's the best that you're going to get is the Fellowship of the Innkeepers. As far as like management help.
I'm not interested. But we could use your help in some regards if we do decide to set back up with this tavern.
Yes, absolutely. I can get you in contact with the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. I can also, let's see, for opening, let's see, you guys would need, would you be serving food?
The details have not been discussed, but likely.
The fish.
We have a guild of butchers.
Is everything a guild in this world?
Yes, there's a guild. Did you not read the handout I gave you?
I I don't recall there being a guild of butchers on that handout.
There's like a guild for just about everything, and you have to be a part of it. Otherwise, they won't do any business with you. Like, no one will.
Cool.
Which handout are you speaking?
Let me look it up.
Because we've got the code legal,
Yes.
which obviously would not be it.
Uh-huh.
But I don't see anything else that has.
Oh. QDI portal. Nope. Nope.
I think you may have linked it in the
I think I
Discord,
did
maybe?
too, and I didn't. Because I gave you guys
Did you pin it?
Life
You did
in
pin it.
Waterdeep, maybe?
Maybe you just forgot to
No.
give it to us.
Sorry.
Before we do business with this guy, since we need to make sure that everyone's in a guild before we do business with them, is he a member of the guild's guild?
There's no guilds guild. I looked that one up.
There's got to be someone managing all the guilds.
No.
He's just called the guild manager.
I just found something to put on our list.
So he explains we have a baker's guild for all of your baked goods. There's a carpenters, roofers, and plasterers guild that you would need to hire to do some clean, like your renovations.
Stonemasons Guild.
Yes, you have the cellarers and the plumbers guild that you're also going to want to hire. You've got the council of the farmers and grocers for your pantry to restock. You've got the dung sweepers guild for whenever you have, well, they work hand in hand with the street, where'd it go? Sorry. Like the street cleaners. I forget what their guild name is. You've got the Guild of Butchers, the Fishmongers Fellowship.
Hey, they're not a guild. They're a fellowship. What the
That's just their guild name.
heck? Weirdos.
You've got the Most Careful Order of Skilled Smiths and Metal Forgers. You've got the Order of Master Tailors, Glovers, and Mercers. The Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. And, of course, the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors, in case you wanted to put any magical protections on the building or get rid of anything that you didn't want. Or keep an eye on things, too. They have specific things that they can do to help out your security and your intel. So he gives you guys all this information about the different guilds. You will have to become a member of the guild, which means basically like paying them. And if you want to do any business with them.
Well, one of us has to become part of the... Wait, do we have to become a part of a guild to get any of the services from that guild? Or is it just this one in particular?
Wait, say that again?
To get the services of a guild, do you have to be a part of the guild?
Yes, and to become a member is very, very easy. You just pay the membership dues.
Oh, cool.
And you have to...
$6,000.
Well, you have to also abide by the different rules, but generally it's just that you trade amongst the guild members only.
Well, alright.
So it's legalized extortion.
What's extortion?
If you want to do business, you pay us money.
That's how Waterdeep runs.
Well, who wants to be the person that joins all the guilds? I guess I could do it.
I vote Holly.
You're the GM.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at me, I'm the GM now. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. I'll join the Innkeeper Guild and the other guild and all the other 17 guilds.
Okay. So
I mean, I can do it as multiple people if we need to.
No. Yes. Well, I really appreciate that. compliance with guild rules and regulations makes my life just a bitty bit easier, and it's good to see living souls here once again. I do wish you the best of luck, truly, and your success is just the betterment of Waterdeep. I can send over Hammond Craddock from the Vintner Distiller and Brewers Guild, and he can set you up with some fine drinks for your establishment. And I'll send over Ulcara Stone Marrow from the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors. She can help you out with, just checking around and maybe putting up some wards or shields or whatever you might need. They're good for that. And then, the not-so-friendly Justin Rassick from the Guild of Butchers. But they do have good meat, and if you need anything else, just let me know. And he lets you guys know. So basically, for brevity, because we don't want to spend all of our time on this, the one-time expense to renovate the entire tavern is going to be 1,000 gold pieces.
Aha, we can afford that.
It's going to take about 12 days.
We got the time.
And for all the guild licenses and contracts, you have to pay up front 250 gold.
We got that. Y'all want to pay for it?
Yes, our empire grows.
It'll clean up our loot list.
We own
So
part of a mine and
12.50 total,
Airbnb
right?
and a bar now.
Yes.
Alright, we're at 442 gold in our pool.
After you paid all that?
Yep.
Okay.
Because I had sold off a bunch of that shit
Yep.
just earlier.
Yeah, I know. I did that on purpose.
Ah.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay. So, instead of a week in this world, it's called a 10-day. It's 10 days. There's 3 10 days every month. And so at the end of every 10-day, Holly will roll a D100 and add 10 to determine whether or not the tavern lost money or earned a profit. And then there's a whole nother thing for like how that works. So just letting you know, you guys will have regular expenses of 50 gold per 10 day for maintenance and wages of anyone you hire. And then 10 gold per 10 day for any other guild expenses. But included in the guild expenses are things like you get a certain amount of alcohol delivered, you get a certain amount of baked goods and pantry items and groceries and butchered meat and blah, 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 all that delivered. So that's going to be like on a cycle, and then we'll take that as we go.
Cool. I like it.
But yeah. So you guys can like, I don't know how to open this map up so that you can just move around to the floors to mark your bedrooms. I don't know if that's even necessary.
I think Felix should get the very top one. The attic.
I already called the one.
With the turret?
No, you're a cat. You get the top.
I get the turret.
Yeah, you can have the turret. It'd be perfect for you. Put a box up there for you. Catch some birds as they fly around.
I don't need to come in to get up there. I can just climb up.
Exactly.
So there's 5 technical bedrooms, but then you also have like a storage room, a common room, a den, a library, and a study.
You gonna open the map up?
I'll try.
Map settings, and then you just have to turn off dynamic lighting or advanced lighting or whatever they've got. Or I think there's an option for like daylight. If you hit daylight, it should open the entire thing.
It's all off. Did that change anything? Oh.
Nope.
Oh, that made it worse.
It may have done that because maybe there's fog of war on there.
There you go. How about now?
Yep, perfect.
Okay. All right, so you guys can see all the different places now. You can move around as
I'll
you
take
want.
that one.
The master,
Yes.
the littlest person, takes the biggest room. Or Mordekaiser's the littlest person, I suppose.
I just want the private bath so I can, hang out.
So you can bath,
There's
bathe.
I think a couple. So Felix is in one that has the turret, also with private bath. I mean, the small people can share that room.
That room?
Yeah, the master.
Well, over here is the spare bedroom and another bedroom.
Can I just sleep in the library? I'm in the library, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like the smell of old books.
That isn't that the office or
The den.
the den?
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, where?
Because this is the library over here, right?
Yes.
No,
this
that
is the den.
Yeah, you're in the den now.
That's the den. This is a common room.
All right. So we going furniture shopping or?
I think I got them all right.
Yeah. I'm tracking.
Right.
The guests will have no problem getting from one floor to the next.
Right.
There's a guild of locksmiths that can come and put a new lock on the outside door on the first floor that leads to the second floor. That door that goes up, like the stairway, and give you each key. So they.
What's this room over here?
Which one?
The
That one, that's
kitchen.
the kitchen.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna sleep in the cellar.
Okay. Holly goes to sleep in the cellar tonight. Are you all sleeping here?
I'm dragging a mattress down.
I guess we don't. Oh, we have rooms at the end still. Durnan, or whatever his name was. Gonna need ballistas to put on top of the turret.
For what?
To defend our keep.
From fucking dragons?
You don't
never
know.
know.
What's the point of having a turret if it doesn't have a ballista on it?
All right, Holly, you go downstairs and you check out the wine cellar, ale cellar, and it looks comfortable. It's a little damp down there, but that's how cellars usually tend to be. And you walk back upstairs because then you're going to go look for like pillows or mattress or something like that. And you see on the bar, and you didn't notice this before, so it strikes you as a little bit strange, but on the bar is a paper bird.
Oh. Wait, on the bar on the first floor?
Yeah, like you walk back up.
Neat. Well, what is it? Is it just like a paper mache bird, or just a piece of paper shaped in the shape of
Like
Like
a
a origami crane.
Yeah, like an origami folded paper bird.
What does this represent? Do I know? Are there any guilds with a paper crane symbol?
Make an intelligence check.
Of what kind? History?
Just a general intelligence check.
I got
nice.
a 20.
You decide to open up the paper bird.
Oh, okay.
It looks like somebody's sending you a note.
Oh, that's a weird way to send a note.
And you open it up and it reads.
How'd they get in here?
It's written, Rainier tells us that you are a good bet. He bought you tickets to the opera tonight at the Lightsinger Theater in the C Ward. If you are interested, meet Mert, M-I-R-T, at intermission. Private box C. Formal attire is required for admittance. And then inside, like, when you open it up, you see 5 tickets, and they all say the Lightsinger Theater, and then the name of the production is called The Fall of Tiamat.
And when is this?
An opera?
When is the opera?
Tonight.
Okay. Well, I'll go to the others and say, hey, want to go to an opera? And Holly will have already become dressed in a very formal attire, like a really nice... Actually, if Holly's going to this, Holly transforms into a man in a very fine suit, velvet suit. Would anyone like to go to an opera tonight?
Your friends don't know that you turned into a man.
Well, it doesn't matter. They know what Holly is like. They can guess, unless they're idiots.
No, they don't know.
Okay, well, Holly will say, it's Holly. Would anyone like to go to an opera?
I immediately put my finger on my nose.
I hand him a ticket anyways.
Damn it.
Anybody else?
I will go, but I'm not dressing up.
Well, unfortunately, formal attire is required.
Wear your good loincloth.
I will formally be half dressed.
Well, you can try.
A
I'm not going to
loincloth
stop
and a
you.
tie.
I think I'll go alone.
I'm gonna nap.
But I'm just letting everyone know that an opera's happening tonight. We got tickets, so I set the tickets on the counter, and I take one for myself. And Holly will, I guess at this point, be a different person, but for the sake of it, Holly will go continue to clean the first floor tap room until the opera is, until whenever that's, whenever the time is available for that.
Okay. So you guys have spent probably like 2 hours running around running around your new manor. Did you guys decide on a name for your new home or a name for your party or anything like that? Is that something you guys would like to discuss?
Sure. Let's start with the name of the tavern. I guess if we're restarting the tavern, we should come up with a name for it. Any suggestions?
Where are you guys all at right now? Are you like in the common room upstairs? Or are you in the tavern downstairs?
Call everyone together for a meeting. We can't call it Spirits and Spirits because that's like giving away.
Yeah, but I mean, I think so. We should go talk to the Magic Guild. They're sending a rep over and see if they can like commune with the dead for us. Because one we
Sure, we're gonna do that.
Huh?
Can't Ogle talk to the dead? Speak with dead or something? Or some kind of...
Why don't we just call it Lift Spirits?
You guys are a real talkative bunch, you know that?
I'm trying to figure out if there's any cleric spells to talk to ghosts. I mean, we could just talk to Liv,
Sorry,
you know.
I've been talking and I had it on mute.
Because Lift spirits, as in the poltergeist named Lift?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it? Lift your spirits. Lift spirits.
Just call it
I
Liv.
mean, the idea is we don't want to know about the ghost. That's going to be tricky when we have a ghost bartender.
So I
Special
can't talk
effects.
with the dead.
I think you can, but you can't talk to ghosts directly. You need a
No.
corpse.
Can we disguise him?
It has to be a corpse.
I mean, it could be like a gimmick that we have a. We could make it seem like we don't actually have a ghost, and it's just like smoke and mirrors. But we actually do have a ghost. But the gimmick of the tavern is that we have
Yeah,
one.
like we do the whole thing like the Addams Family or something. Everybody, like the servers and everyone's wearing costumes like that. We'll just call it like the Deadpan Inn.
We'll workshop the name, but
Just so you guys aren't spending too much money or time on this, if you have patrons come into your tavern and Liff is bartending and they can't see him, as long as he's not being like a psycho poltergeist and he's being like a friendly poltergeist, it's not gonna off-put people too much.
well, I think we should turn it into a theme.
I mean, I'm just saying, in a world where like dragons exist and there are dungeons, I don't think people are going to be that upset about a poltergeist bartender.
You'd
I
be
think
surprised. Superstitious people are annoying,
Well, we don't want their type here anyways.
but their type has money. Anyways, I mean,
There, I put 2 suggestions in the chat box.
Casper's Friendly Inn. I don't
Friendly
know if we
Arm
can.
Inn. If anybody's played Baldur's Gate, you'll know what I'm talking about.
We reference Casper in the world where Casper doesn't exist.
It
But
would
I'm
just be a
referencing
name.
the Friendly Arm Inn.
All right, I'm putting my second suggestion in the chat.
Well, we can also think about our party name. Apparently, we need one of those. What would be representative of our group?
The 4 crackheads.
There's
The A team.
5 of us.
That's why I said the 4.
Hmm.
Ogle's not very smart. He's got an intelligence of 6.
That's not very smart. I'm twice as smart as you.
I have a wisdom of 18.
It's pretty good. Forrest Gump.
Right.
Why not the B team? Is there any situation where a party name would be important? And are we an official adventuring party? Is there an adventurers guild?
As you guys are talking, you hear another knock on the door,
Come in.
That guy looks creepy as hell.
and
Right. It's open.
and in walks a female shield dwarf.
Totally does not look like a
Right.
female or a shield dwarf.
Wait, where do y'all see this?
Why are people coming in? Is there an open sign up?
Pretty sure we don't have a sign that says open, please come in.
And in walks
Is this supposed to be the female shield dwarf?
Yes, a female shield dwarf, and she says,
Kind of creepy.
"Hello. I was
Welcome.
What are you gonna do, Barb? Just throw something
At him? It looks bad.
She says, Broxley Fairkettle told me to come talk to you.
And who might you be?
My name's Ulcoria Stonemarrow of the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors.
Ah,
I just passed him down the street, and he said that you may be interested in our guild and some of the things that we can provide.
A dwarf mage, huh?
do you do any seances?
I'm not sure what you mean.
You telling me a wizard doesn't know what a seance is?
I'm an archmage.
Even archier. Alright, can you talk to the dead?
Even Archie.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, like, arch meaning, like, better mage. So, like, what kind of better mage are you if you don't know what seance means? I'd like to see your credentials, ma'am.
So her face is frozen in a scowl. It frightens not only children, but adults too. She is not the most friendliest of looking.
So what you're saying is she's not going to let us borrow our Ouija board?
It's a good thing I'm too stupid to understand her expression.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so...
Apparently hit Holly for 5 points of damage.
Wait, what?
No, I've been...
Ogle hit Holly?
No.
Who's hitting Holly?
I don't know.
No,
There's a 5 point.
It's been like that all
Holly
night.
is hitting himself.
Okay.
Yeah, we need like an intervention.
Right.
I just rolled a constitution save to see if I got scared from this scowl.
Why would it be Constitution? So you don't shit your pants?
Okay, no, we don't need to... There's no saves right now. She's just a not friendly looking dwarf archmage.
I like that you're implying there's a friendly looking dwarf archmage.
Or beer.
We don't have any beer. If we did, I threw it out. It was shitty. You tasted it. You almost died.
If you decide to employ our order, we can provide you with a glyph of warding. It's invisible, and you'd have to be very intelligent to be able to find it on the property, but it is a little pricey.
What exactly does a glyph of warding do? And how would it benefit us?
Do you want me to link it?
Oh, it's a
I was
spell.
going to say, let me guess, she doesn't know because she's not Archie enough.
I'm just gonna link it to you guys so that you can
Does
read
it
it
have to be
yourself.
invisible?
I mean, you could make it like a sign.
That's what I was kind of hoping for. Could you like make it neon colors so we could hang it up outside?
There, so you guys can
It
see
says the
it.
glyph is nearly invisible.
Okay.
Well, if she's an archmage, maybe she could have some color.
I
Mhm.
don't know. Explosive runes?
So what's that run?
300 gold.
Good God.
So what are we asking for here?
It's a glyph of warding. It'll explode if anyone looks at it.
What?
That's explosive runes. Or a spell glyph. It'll cast if you can cast a spell into it.
Right.
Right.
If
What
somebody
kind of spell
sets it
would you
off, do you
use for that?
replace it?
Do we have a warranty on our spell glyph?
Right.
No, it's. I mean, you can purchase another one afterwards. After you've used this one.
No.
She's not forcing it on you guys, but it's. She came to you because the last guy.
Brussels.
What's his damn name? Oh, wrong. Hang on. Oh, there's so many things.
I tap Holly on the leg and I'm like, my deity lets me do that.
Well,
You guys have any idea how many bouncers we can hire for 300 gold?
Right?
quite a few. I mean, it's. Do you provide other services? Also, the glyph of warding has a component of 200 gold, so even if
That's
you
included.
could cast it, yeah. So even if Fogel could
We have
cast it,
300 gold worth of diamonds that we can just find a...
it's basically they're just asking for 100 gold
Basic.
of price for their service. But I don't think it's worth it. But maybe these magic people have more services because we don't have a wizard in the party. Maybe they have other wizard stuff. How about it?
Wait, what are you asking her?
Does she have magical services besides the glyph of warding?
None that I can offer through the guild.
So the guild only does glyphs?
Well, hang on. Sorry, I'm having like a sneezing attack. We're primarily like a mage academy, but and we mostly police the magic use within Waterdeep. We do buy, sell, trade some, spell components and magic items. If you had any that you wanted to sell, I'd be willing to look at them. I know I lost my accent, but that's because I was sneezing.
You're fine.
Sorry.
I think I've had like 6 different accents for Opal.
Right? We provide the fire guard and firefighters, or spell guard, in case there's any kind of magic attacks. And of course, my bodyguard is waiting outside. But he's not for hire.
I suppose that could be handy, but I don't think we need it right now. We don't have exactly much notoriety within the city or anything.
Very well. Let me know if you do need a spell guard at any point. They serve as bodyguards, and they can counter magic attacks.
That sounds like a good time. We will let you know if we ever need that kind of service.
I'll be back to check on your ale once you guys are up and running. I'm very hopeful to see this place up and running again. And turns around and walks out.
What a weirdo.
Well, we can't really talk.
No, we're the best judges of weirdos. What are you talking about?
I'm just calling her a regular old mage from now on.
I think we should call her a faux mage.
She's definitely not no archmage. She's not very archy. I walk over to the door to see if there's a sign that says open.
Alright, while he's walking up to the door, he sees the archmage walking away, and with her, there is a... What, I guess, I don't know of a better way to describe it other than like a robot walking with this dwarf archmage next to her as they walk away.
A golem bouncer would be awesome.
Yeah, like that, like a golem robot thing.
That's
I poke
pretty
my
neat.
head back in and I wave everybody over to like the door to come see it.
Interesting. We should get one of those for our own. Can I identify it? Whatever that thing is?
What would that be?
Arcana, maybe?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
At 21.
It is. Let me get that thing. Oh, come on.
Using your good dice tonight, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
It is a shield guardian. Let me see if I can get the handout to you guys. There is a handout. Art handout. Come on. Creatures and monsters. Holy cow. Okay. Alright. I just sent you a picture of the shield guardian.
Doesn't even have a shield.
Right. Well, it's a shield.
It's a meat shield.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's any meat on it.
Nice boots.
They're created by spellcasters for protection.
That are into go-go dancers.
Uh-huh.
That is a sassy looking robot.
That's right.
At this time, Felix, you hear a voice in your head. I am Vahara Saphir, the Blackstaff. Come to Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward at once. Bring your friends if you'd like. Can you hand me that book? Sorry, I'm making him work the Waterdeep book that's down there. I think I got the pronunciation wrong. But it's whatever. Thanks. Are you gonna tell anybody anything?
Well, I was writing and then I was fetching.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said it totally wrong. Her name is Vajra Safar. Vajra Safar. Like Vajra, Vajra. And then Safar is Safahr. He doesn't care.
That's Blackstaff Tower.
Yeah. The Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward.
Alright, guys, we might have a problem. I'm hearing voices.
What's new?
No.
Are they
No.
saying? Are they saying? Pss, 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 pss?
Nope. It's definitely not the voices I was hearing after that beer either. This was someone actually introduced themselves as Vashra and told me to come to the Blackstaff Tower, the castle ward.
Seems totally legit.
Yeah, right?
Well, if they're strong enough to put a message in your brain, then maybe we should listen.
Holly.
Yeah,
Make. Damn it. Hang on. I gotta look at your character sheet. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Now. Knock it off. Yeah, I was okay. Holly, make an Arcana check.
$18.
All right. So Felix explains to you a little bit better about how the voice affected him, and you immediately recognize that it was a sending spell.
Oh, it was ascending. Felix, you can respond, you know. 25 words. That's it.
Meow, 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 meow.
That'll get her interested in us, yeah.
Is this someone important? Has anyone heard of
If
her?
they're strong enough to cast sending, then I imagine they are important.
No, I meant, can I check to see if we've heard of her or anyone knows who she is?
You've never heard of her. Although the title Blackstaff sounds familiar.
Okay. Well, what the hell? We aren't doing anything but playing bar rescue here.
Not only have I never heard of her, I've already forgotten who we're talking about.
That tracks. Let's go check it out. What do I just
I
like
have
in
an
my
offer to
head
go
say? Sure, I'm on my way. Question mark.
That's about it.
Are you taking anybody with you, or are you going alone?
Anyone want to go storm the tower?
Blackstaff, what time is it? When is the opera?
It's probably like 3 in the afternoon now, and the opera is this evening, so you have a couple hours.
Okay, I'll go with you then.
I'll tag along as muscle.
Yeah, there's no dress code there, I don't think.
She did say bring your friends if you want.
Okay, off we go.
Are Mordekaiser and Ogle going?
Yeah. Might as well. Got nothing else to do here.
Okay.
Liv, keep cleaning. You're doing a good job.
Right.
Also,
Yeah,
please don't kill anybody if they come to visit.
Yeah, we cleaned up all the dust. He can't talk to us anymore.
Just ignore them.
You guys
No,
get him
last-
a chalkboard.
Yeah, I got him a chalkboard last session.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so you guys are in the, let's see, you're in the North Ward. Your house is Troll Skull Alley up here. And you guys have to go over to the Castle Ward, which is down here. Below the market. Like, the Yawning Portal's down here in the dock wards. So it wasn't as far, it was just below the market. So you guys make your way, you're kind of like walking through town. Actually, before you, I think we already went over your neighborhood, right?
Yeah, a little bit. You showed us the little map.
Troll Skull Alley.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
showed us this.
Yeah, and I actually marked this for you guys a little bit more.
Nice. I
So,
see. The bent nail.
yeah, so you guys are right here. This is you. Your tavern that you... did you decide on a name for it?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, well, we'll get back to that.
I think we've all submitted our suggestion.
Or you can vote or whatever later. Yeah, so you've got some other different shops and stuff all around you that your neighbors, that are your neighbors. And then you are, we can come back to this. It's not terribly relevant, except you guys do walk by the, I guess you wouldn't walk by because that's the south entrance. This is Troll Skull Alley, technically the alley in between these two streets. So let me get you. I do not know why I'm like sniffling and sneezing so much. Okay.
You're allergic to dogs.
I am actually, but it's never bothered me. All right, so you guys get down into the castle ward, and let me scroll in a little bit. Well, I can't find it now. Alright, well, so an ambiguous place in the castle ward is the Blackstaff Tower in the, and you get there. It's like this sort of fortress-looking place.
This
And-
thing?
No, that's actually the Palace of Waterdeep. That's not it. Son of a gun. Oh, I'm sorry. It's right here. Right here. This right here is the Blackstaff Tower.
Yeah. Interesting.
It's right next to the market.
It's on the west side. Yeah, it's west of the market. So, okay, found it.
West Side?
Oh no. Felix says that all the time in real life.
As he should.
All right, it has been marked.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I don't know if anybody else can see it, but
All right. So
Yeah,
you guys-
the Blackstaff Tower, I got it.
yeah, okay.
So you guys make it to the Blackstaff Tower, and you walk up the stairs, and there's a guard outside, and he said, "What can I do for you?" Because you guys aren't exactly the most normal-looking group around.
I think the question is, what can I do for you? Someone here called me.
We've received a summons from. What was her name?
Vajra.
Vashra.
Yeah, I say her name. We received a summons from Vashra.
Vajra.
Vajra.
Wait, right here. And he takes a step back into the doorway and whispers to a guard who's inside the door. And then that guard walks off. And the original guard standing outside is just standing there like someone you'd find outside of a Buckingham or something. One of those guards that just looks forward and doesn't really do a lot.
Oh, I totally tickle him.
The dragoons.
The minute you put your paw up, he swipes it with his staff.
I
You were supposed to move.
I say, pss, 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 pss.
He ignores you. So a minute or two goes by, and the door opens back up from the inside, and you guys see. Let me get you the picture of Vajra. Da, 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 da. Important people. Come on, where is it? Named important people. She's at the end because she's a freaking V.
So I was looking for the picture you were going to send, and I just saw the picture that Mordekaiser sent for the first time in Discord. And I'm just saying, as far as I'm concerned, that's who we're talking to.
What, the Mordekaiser?
For sure.
Not Vajra. That's funny. No, that's not Vajra. This is Vajra, and I have to make it so you guys can see her. All players. Okay, can you see her now? In your stuff? In your journals? No?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like a pirate.
Not a pirate.
Got pirate boots.
She does have cool boots.
Like the picture I showed. Is she an acolyte or something?
Does she speak very softly? Because that's a big stick.
All right. Welcome, my friends. As you see her step forward. Come in. And she takes you guys inside of the Blackstaff Tower. And there's like a sort of foyer area. And then off to one side, there's a room. And it's medieval conference room of sorts. It's got a long table and some chairs. And she walks in and you guys walk in behind her. And she sits down at the head of the table. And you guys follow her and take seats. Or she offers seats, and then she sits down and you guys all sit down. And she said, I'm glad that you came. I wasn't sure if you would. I know that you're new to Waterdeep, but word of your rescue of my good friend Rainier has reached me, and I wanted to personally welcome you to Waterdeep and thank you for rescuing him, as well as Floon. These types of deeds do not go unnoticed. And for your valor, I wanted to offer you membership in the Grey Hands. It's the private security force that I command here.
Private security force? For what?
For Waterdeep.
Why is this city guard like supplemented with a private security force?
Well, our force is more specialized.
So you're saying the SWAT team?
Or just personal security for
Or is this like the less
bodyguards?
Handling things that maybe the city guard and they don't want the public to know about?
It's definitely a special sort of force. We are extremely loyal to Waterdeep and the citizens of Waterdeep. And we have special interest missions that we take on.
Just out of character, that's really vague.
Is she like implying they're the mafia or they're like secret good guys?
Make an insight check.
Guidance.
I don't know if you can guidance that.
Yeah, what's guidance is
Guidance-
that all
give-
skills?
I mean, it is, but you wouldn't know that someone is making an
That's
insight
true.
check.
Yeah.
You need to get a guidance aura.
That's called bless.
All right,
I didn't sneeze.
are you going to do an insight check? I mean, to Ross, she seems legit. All right, Felix. You get the feeling that it's more secret good guy stuff.
So I'm just trying to clarify and figure out what exactly is going on here. You're trying to recruit us to be sort of a vigilante type thing?
I was thinking more like personal bodyguards for anyone who wants to hire. Am I wrong in that?
Not personal bodyguards. We don't do that kind of a thing. That would be more of the Mage Guild. You can hire them to give you the shield guards. But we do things that the city guard and the city watch have their places. The city guard stands outside of the city, protecting us in the air and on the perimeter of the outside of our city. The city watch patrols and polices inside, takes care of the petty crimes and such, the thieves and the thugs. Just make sure that the citizens are protected all around from just general chaos and disorder. What we do is more specialized in that when there's unsolvable crimes or specific tips that we get, we follow up with those kinds of things.
I mean, if you want us to smash bad guys, I'm 100% in for smashing bad guys. And if we're going to get paid, we really need the money because we're trying to start a bar right now.
Yeah. So, what are I imagine there's, I don't know, some sort of code or rules, or I'll be honest with you. I'm a little more free spirited than this town really makes me comfortable in. Are we more or less at our own discretion as we handle these problems?
Well, you need to stay within the code legal. We would never have you do anything that would violate the code legal of Waterdeep. You may use tactics that are towing the line, I guess you could say, but it's never against the good of the citizens.
Right. I got you.
Things that walk the line.
Yeah, that sounds right up my alley.
Yes, my friend Rainier mentioned you specifically, Felix. He said that you may be a good fit for Force Grey. And the rest of you are welcome to join as well.
No, this sounds like a Felix thing. I'm sure he'd be right at home with you. I'm going to be busy managing a tavern, apparently.
I got the ale.
Told you to hire someone.
Everyone else playing a role-playing game. You're playing your role-playing job.
He switched to Sims mid-game.
Right.
Mother load. Did that work?
Okay, so what do you need?
Well, the one thing I would need is just your pledge of loyalty to the city. I assume that you've made yourself at home in your new manor and therefore are now a resident and therefore a citizen of Waterdeep. So really, I understand you have a great fighting prowess, and we would just ask for your city loyalty. That you would do things for the good of the city and the people and not for the harm or for self-benefit. Of course, you will be rewarded, so there is a level of self-benefit.
Yeah, that seems doable. Is it like a pledge or something I gotta say? Or...
No, just agree here and now.
Okay. Agreed.
Welcome to Force Grey. We are an elite cadre of specialized adventurers. And,
Is there like a secret handshake or a badge or anything? Like, how do we recognize each other?
It's a brand right on your face.
Nice.
Out of character, are we going to get kicked out if she figures out we're not elite?
You guys are elite compared to the common city watch.
Yeah, I'm totally an archer.
Yeah.
I'm the most archeriest archer.
Just to let you know, if you do happen to accidentally cross the line of the code legal,
You will have to die.
I may be able to assist you. However, it's... How do I say this? It's not exactly...
You can bail me out, but you can't buy the judge.
Yeah, don't make me work too hard. Okay? So just try to mind the code legal as well as possible. But if you find yourself in a situation where you have to decide on the completion of the mission we give you or possibly bending of the rules, I may be able to help you out. But if you go rogue and
Oh, I don't know, murder a city official.
yeah, that's not necessary. That will never be part of your mission.
Impersonate the king.
Yes. Whatever problems can't be handled by diplomats or the other forces, that's generally when we mobilize. But it's usually as a last resort, so... I mean... We've had some past members that have exhibited like a tendency to indulge in wanton violence and causing lots of damage that was preventable. So try not to do that. You're not on. I can't hear you.
Yeah,
There you go.
that sounds easy enough.
Oh my god.
It's not like I do any of that stuff anyway.
Okay.
So, do I get like a random message that self-destructs after I read it, or how do we stay in contact? How do we identify each other?
Actually, I will send you messages whenever I need to talk to you, and you can always reply to them. You'll just hear my voice. Also, for your first sort of introductory mission, as a semi-test, I'd like you to seek out Halam. He's a monk who lives in a cave. Hlam. Who lives in a cave on the side of Mount Waterdeep. You can ask him what he's heard about the threats to the city, but try not to annoy him or overstay your welcome.
Okay, where's Mount Waterdeep? We just moved here.
Gotta look at the map. I think it's on the... It's just south of here. It's sort of southwest of the castle ward.
And you said not to annoy him and don't overstay my welcome?
Yes.
Grumpy monk?
Just find out what he's heard about the threats to the city.
Okay. I guess I'll head up there now. Is that going to leave us enough time to get to the opera?
I don't know what you're saying.
Is the distance of us going to the mountain and checking in the cave going to interfere with Holly's ability to make it to the opera on time?
I'm sorry, who's Holly?
Still talking.
Anitra. Is the distance to the cave... Are you going to make me say it all again?
No, but you have to verify like what you're talking about, who you're talking to. You're still talking.
Well, it wouldn't make any sense to be talking to her, asking her that.
Well, sure it wouldn't. That's why I was asking. You are not sure? You don't know how big Waterdeep is.
Okay. I'll head to the cave.
By yourself?
I don't know. If anyone else wants to go, they're welcome.
Ogle wanders with, since he has nothing else to do.
So Felix has joined Major's.
Force Gray.
Yeah. Has anyone else joined a group? I guess I joined the Innkeepers.
I am a part of the thing I've already forgotten the name of. The group.
Emerald Enclave.
The Enclave. I have also joined this.
Oh, okay. I'm not
looking
joining
for
this
the-
group.
I'm looking for the local Boy Scouts chapter.
They actually don't have a pedo faction in this game.
No. What?
Why are we even in this town?
There's enough politicians running around, you'd think it'd be popular.
Yeah, for real.
So I go south looking for a mountain with a hole in it. And a monk in a hole.
Ooh, let's keep an eye out for scarecrows. We're just gonna fuck up every scarecrow we see.
Let me get that for you. Emerald Enclave. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this...
I'm also going to mess with any crows that look scary, just in case I misunderstood and it's scary crows.
That's what your mission is, Ra.
Right, so aren't we going outside of the city to look for this guy?
Yes, and then the second thing was what Felix's mission was. So who's leaving to go onto the mountain? To climb the mountain?
Me and Ogle so far.
I'm not going. I'm going to the opera.
We could wait until tomorrow and take Holly if Holly wants to go after the opera.
I didn't really get a timeline on this thing, so
Do we have to go in the middle of the night?
it's 2:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, I thought the opera was at night.
Yeah.
It's in the evening. I just imagine that climbing up a mountain will take a couple hours.
Yeah, I mean, is there like a huge mountain down south that we're looking at, or is this like a hill?
It's a huge mountain.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is Mount Waterdeep right here.
Okay. So, retcon. Is it okay if I talk to this monk tomorrow? Vashra.
Ashra's not the monk. Oh, are you
No.
talking to Ashra?
Retcon.
Wait, when you say retcon, what does that mean?
Go back in time and change the story.
Oh. That would be fine. Just try not to drag your heels too much.
No, we just have another engagement this evening, and I don't think I can make it up there and back. But yeah, I'll get up there first thing in the morning.
Very well.
Okay. So I'll take care of that. Do I need to like report back or?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Very well.
Take care and thanks.
You're welcome. Very nice meeting you all.
Okay, to the opera. I want to stop at the market and see if my hat and boots are done.
No, it wouldn't be because we just gave it to him this morning.
Well, I'm just checking. I'm going to an opera.
Screw it. I'll go to the opera with you.
Do you happen to own a single pair of nice clothes? Or a set of clothes? I'm pretty sure you're mostly just covered in your own beard and a bunch of sticks.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to borrow like a full-size shirt from somebody and call it like a cloak.
That's not really formal attire.
It's white. A couple of pit stains.
When we go to the opera, Holly will find a crowd and then transform in the middle of them and then just leave Mordecai's. Or...
Fine by me.
I mean, we could stop and just buy some clothes. We have to walk through the market.
Sold.
So you guys head up to the market, and Felix walks back into the tents that he had 3 hours ago commissioned his special boots and hat, and asks the
Everything on track? Any chance you got done early?
and they look at you kind of like head tilted to the side, squinting eyes, like what?
So no.
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay. Well, I thought you might have gotten like excited about the project and finish it up. All right. I need a suit of clothes for tonight. Is there somewhere I can do that, like pre-made clothes?
Yes, here we can get some of these fitted for you. Is it just you, or is it your
Me too.
married
Yeah.
man behind you?
Everyone.
I'm starting to feel left out, so I push my way forward and say, "Do you have anything in fur?"
Oh dear. And they look up at you and then look down and like, well, let's see what we can get for you, big fella. And yeah, let me just do this really fast. I'm just gonna, we'll say that, what were you looking for?
It's formal wear for everyone.
Please put some sticks on mine.
Okay.
He wants some real tree tuxedo.
He keeps doing that. I'm sorry, the dog keeps dropping the ball like in my lap, thinking that I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay. All right. So she brings out a it's almost like a kilt, but it's sort of has like frayed edges at the bottom, but it's like a really nice sort of silken kilt looking piece that would be an obvious upgrade to Ra's loincloth. And then a matching, the best I can think of is like a tank top that would cover his giant washboard stomach.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. This was turning into like a softcore novel.
And then, because he does wear
Fabio.
like a fur sort of cloak, they bring out like a matching green cloak. So it's almost like if you could dress up Bam Bam in like fancy silk Bam Bam clothes, but with like a tank top and a cloak.
Do they have a section of the store just labeled barbarian?
No,
You guys have
Like
one of
men,
those-
women, children, barbarian.
Do you guys have one of those T-shirts with a tuxedo on it, so I don't have to get a real one?
Now that is on brand.
No, but they do have like this white silk, just like a plain white silk robe, and then they have like a bow tie, a black bow tie that you could fasten underneath the collar.
That sounds perfect. I'll take it.
Okay, so they give that to you, and you put it on, and then you have one of your like from your old clothes, you pull like a dirty piece of rope off and tie it around your waist, so it still gives it that druid nature look, but it's somewhat formal.
Yeah, that seems perfect. I'll take it.
Okay. And then they have this beautiful blue gown that has it's like a mermaid cut at the bottom, but it has these drooping long drooping sleeves and this sort of like firm collar in the back for you, Holly.
Oh, I make my own clothes.
Is anyone else Googling mermaid cut?
Also, I'm a man right now.
She thought she was talking to.
Holly is currently a dark-skinned, very tall man in like a velvet.
Oh, is he already dressed?
Yeah, I got dressed the moment I heard about the opera
All right,
in
so
some very fine illusory clothes.
they have a pair of black pants and a coat, like a suit jacket. With it's sort of like a black and dark purple pattern, with the black pants that are perfectly sized to Felix, and then like a black shirt, like a black button.
They're gonna have to cut a hole in the back.
Okay, so they quickly run
Or
behind
he
the
can shit
counter and
at night.
it's for his tail. They quickly
Dual purpose.
do a quick little tailoring of it for you and bring it back out to you.
Do they have a cane and a top hat?
They do have a cane and they have a fedora.
That's the worst hat.
All right, I'll take it.
Let me see if they have any top hats. Yeah, no. Okay. You have a fedora on. And it has like a purple sash to match your purple jacket. Purple pattern jacket. Okay, and Ogle. Let's see. They have... Yeah. There's they have a for your size, they've got for more formal wear, there's these sort of like reddish brown knickers and with these high boots, but they're like leather boots up that go almost knee high, but on you that's not very high. And then like a matching tunic that is like a brown, has like a brown trim on it, but it matches the sort of like reddish color of the knickers and the tunic.
Oh, Ogle's not planning on going to the opera.
Oh, okay.
He's
All
not
right,
an opera.
They take it back from you and put it back behind the counter on their hangers.
So, speaking of short jokes, I'm just going to interject right here. We were at the dog park yesterday, and there was a dachshund there.
A Dotson?
Dotson that was shorter than any Dotson I've ever seen, and it was a male dog, and it's running in the sand at the dog park, and it was literally leaving 4 paw prints and a straight line because it was dragging in the dirt.
It was the
Yeah, it was dragging its man parts in the sand trying to run, this dog. And our dog freaked the fuck out because it was like, it's an alien dog. It's not actually a dog. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to bark at it. It won't stop. It was very funny.
No, it wasn't. It was embarrassing. It was like having your kid, at the normal kid park, and then that kid starts like laughing and pointing at the disabled kid. That's what it was like.
Wait,
Okay.
Is this Dotson dragging its penis like a second tail, like behind it?
No, its legs were that short.
Yes, it was dragging its penis.
Because it was sand, it was a half inch closer to the ground, and that was all the clearance it had.
Are you implying that that's how dwarves work? Their legs are so short?
I'm just saying it's always going to be easy to track Ogle.
He leaves a line in the sand. Do not cross.
Ogle's like 4'8", right?
God. Okay, so you guys have your fancy
Except
clothes.
FYI.
The total cost is 6 gold for all of those clothes, which is a very good deal. Really.
Fantastic.
Only because you've commissioned a couple of other things from this particular vendor. Okay, so Holly and
Yes.
so Holly, Raw, Felix, and Mordekaiser are all going to the opera. Ogle, you're going where?
I'm gonna go back to the tavern and fix things up.
Okay. Very well. Just to recap, it's going to take about 12 days for the complete renovations of you guys' tavern and manor to get completely finished. But, so, let me get back onto the page. All right, so you guys are in the market, and the castle ward that holds the opera is just south of you, where you kind of just were already there. But this dog wants to play so bad. You're going to the Light Singer Theater, which is sorry. Scrolling because I cannot see. I'm not exactly. The Light Singer Theater.
It's in the C ward.
Is it? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm looking in the wrong place. Duh. It's gonna be way down, way up.
It's north.
Way
North of the market. Northwest of the market.
Got it. C ward. Gosh darn it. This is the most riveting part of being a DM. Making everybody wait. Good lord.
That's pretty standard.
Okay. No. Doesn't give me cross streets or anything. Alright, well. We'll just say that it's gonna be like in this area because this is a fancy area over here. Not exactly right here, but I'll find it later and I'll mark it. But you guys go to the Light Singer Theater and you walk up and it's a high-end establishment. And you enter, they have a ticketeer or like a ticket booth right at the front. And you guys walk up in your fancy garb and you turn in your tickets and they have seats and you're kind of in the nosebleed seats. They didn't give you like the best seats, but you're up at the back and you can see all the different, the nicer boxes that people have seats in. And so you sit down and you guys are listening as the opera called The Fall of Tiamat goes on, and it's sung completely in Giant. Do any of you speak Giant?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Nope.
Nobody?
Nope. Negative.
Okay. Well, then nobody knows what's going on. Except that it looks like there's a dragon. And that's singing. They're singing and there's a dragon.
That tracks with pretty much every opera I've ever been to.
Dragons and singing?
That don't make any sense, yes.
How many operas have you been to?
I saw one on TV once.
Okay. Okay, so you guys sit through the first half and then intermission comes. Are you all getting up, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I will. I will go to private box C.
All of you, or just you?
Well,
Oh,
I'm probably alone at the moment. I dipped.
Oh yeah, you turned into a dude and then left. So these guys don't know where you are.
Yes.
And they see some guy sitting in the seat next to him, but they don't know that that's the seat that was for you, because there's also another empty seat in between the two of you. But in between where Ogle's ticket would have been is an empty seat. So it would be like Mordecai's or Felix Raw, empty seat, some random guy.
Yes.
And they're not sure what's happening. Okay. So you get up. Are any of you guys doing anything?
yes, I'm wandering around looking for Ollie.
Oh, no, did Holly tell you guys
Nope.
anything? Okay.
I'm napping in my seat.
Okay.
This is riveting.
Leaving the Stooges behind to go
So
find Mert.
on the way to the opera, you didn't tell them that you were leaving, and
I did say I was
Tangent.
going to the opera,
right.
but then I just left them behind.
So you just disappeared, and you guys decided to go to the opera without her?
Apparently.
Tickets were all on the counter, so even I could figure it out.
When I initially went to the opera, or went to everyone, no one responded, so I left the tickets there and went on my own once we were done with the whatever you guys were doing. I wasn't at the buying
They
clothes
went to the
part
market.
either.
So they went to the market to get dressed, to get clothes, and then they went back to the manor, changed, got the tickets, and headed over to the opera, the whole time not knowing where you were. Okay. Okay, so you guys are all enjoying the opera.
I'm wandering around looking for Ollie.
Okay. Make a perception check. Natural 1. Yeah, you don't see Holly anywhere. You can't pick up Holly's scent either. And so you start randomly tapping small females that are about Holly's size and shape on the shoulder, and they turn around and look at you in sort of like disgust.
Stupid cat.
Yeah. You're just wandering around tapping girls on the shoulder to have them turn around and discover that it's not Holly. And they just look at you like you're crazy. Oh, okay. All right, so you kind of think that because you've seen some strange things from Holly, that Holly might be in the vicinity. And you see this person standing on the other side of the gapped seat. Make an insight check, and Holly, make a deception check.
Motion detected at the front door.
I guess I can roll.
Roll a deception.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Okay. So something inside of you, for some unknown reason.
Danger
Raw.
sense.
Yeah, you had that. Well, it's not even a danger sense. You just have that, like, You kind of know when things are off. It's sort of like a
So I walk up to the individual, and I just, as I'm kind of passing by, lean over and just go, psst, psst, wink, and walk away.
Well, whoever this man is does not seem to react. Well, he'll just look at you incredulously.
I just want Holly to know I know.
Well,
Or this random man might think I want to.
that's a funny outcome.
No, Holly's gonna acknowledge you because you won that check. So do whatever Holly would do to acknowledge
What do you
that.
mean acknowledge?
Acknowledge that that Ra knows who you are.
I don't need to acknowledge that. He just knows that it's Holly. Or at least has a very good idea that it is.
Right, but you were trying to,
Okay, I'll pat him on the shoulder.
or
As he
back to him or
passes.
something, anything.
I'm not doing that. That's his weird thing.
Okay, so you pat him on the shoulder
Good job.
and nod. Okay. Good job, Ra. And so you call him by his name.
Yeah. Quietly so the others don't hear.
Okay. All right, so Ra, you stepped by Holly and well, the man who's now Holly, or man who was Holly, I don't know, whatever. As you were on your way to the privy. Okay, so intermission comes, and Holly, you're going to step out and go over to Private Box C.
Yep.
In which you walk into the box and you see someone who is kind of a this guy. I gotta give you the picture of him. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, really? Okay. Edit. Let me. All right. You see somebody who resembles Volo with their sort of like lavish. Can you see the picture of Mert? His
Yep.
boisterous handlebar mustache and his fancy hat and cloak, and he's a jolly looking fellow who seems to have a good amount of money that he is not shy of flaunting. And you walk up and you see him. In his
Well,
box.
I introduce myself.
As?
Isaac. Greetings, I am Isaac. Nice to meet you, Mert. I was instructed to visit you.
And he says, who instructed you to meet me and why here?
Apparently, you are good friends, perhaps, with someone I am acquainted with, Ranar. Is that how you pronounce it?
Rainier.
Rainier, yeah. I'm acquainted with Rainier.
And how do you know my friend Rainier?
He was the guy we saved, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
You rescued him.
Isaac will say, you may know me and may perhaps my companions as well. I go by many names, and one of them is Holly. Does that ring a bell?
Rainier never mentioned Isaac but he did mention a young lady named Holly. A barmaid.
Yes, that's the one.
You're telling me you're a barmaid? And he
And-
looks at you, like,
And
does that sort of, like, scan up and down?
what's the lighting in the room? Is it like dark and like a theater would be?
Yes.
Okay, and then in a flash, I guess Holly's image will change. It'll change from barmaid back to Isaac, from Isaac to Holly, back to Isaac.
Oh, well. That's quite impressive.
It's one of my many gifts.
Well, that's, again, quite impressive.
The others may be coming soon, but I believe I am the first one to greet you.
Well, the reason that you were invited here was because I wanted to offer you possibly a place in our organization. We are known as the Harpers. We work behind the scenes to keep power out of the hands of evil tyrants. We're altruists, mainly.
Well, that sounds exactly like what I'm looking for.
We employ mostly bards and wizards, and we like our people to stay, relatively anonymous, if you know what I mean.
I am the definition of anonymity. I believe I will fit well within your organization.
Well, with what you've shown me so far, you are a great candidate. We believe the Zentarum are, if not wholly, then partially responsible for the escalation of violence in our fine town of Waterdeep. Our fine city.
Who was it again?
Zentarum.
Zentarum, okay.
We do most of our business in the bustling inns and taverns. And we can be quite versatile. If you're interested in joining us, I have something special that I would like to send you on immediately.
Well, sure. What would that be?
One of the drays working in the city is pulled by a talking mare named Maxine. Locate her and find out if she's learned the identity of any of the Zent operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts. Once you determine their whereabouts, visit me at my manor.
Could I get an address?
No.
Oh.
Hang on. But he pulls out of his pocket a silver pin, which is a harp within a crescent moon. And he hands it to you and says, You can find me by asking anyone who's wearing a pin similar to this.
Very well.
And
If you happen to see anyone like this, and I will shift into the form of all of my party members one by one. If you happen to see any of these folks, they are my acquaintances as well, and they might be interested in this as well. Some of them might come to see you. I'm not quite sure. I went on my own for this.
Are they perhaps wizards or bards, or special gifted persons such as yourself?
They're definitely special. But maybe they wouldn't fit as well as I would into this organization. So we shall see. But I will go complete this task you have given me and find you at your manor.
Very well.
Farewell, and Holly Venom will exit the private box. I'll transform back into... Well, I will transform back into Isaac and see the rest of the play.
Okay. So you guys finish off the play, the opera, and then what do?
I will go back to our place.
You're just leaving everybody and going back to the...
I'll tell Ra what happened if he's interested, and he can tell the rest.
Are you gonna go? You're gonna lean over and in the middle of the opera. And
I'll
whisper
hand him
it
I'll hand him a little origami swan.
Okay.
I don't know if he knows how to read, but no. Okay. It's a cool swan.
He knows their letters. He just doesn't know what they are.
Does anybody else do the talk to Mert?
I'm napping.
I didn't know that we knew about Mert.
Yeah, they didn't know about Mert. They just knew that you said that they were going to an opera tonight.
Oh,
Or we've
yeah.
been invited to an opera
Oh,
and had tickets.
I thought I said the whole
Nope.
origami thing down, but I guess I didn't. All right, well I'll let them know then. I'm not gonna leave it out.
What?
I assumed that they knew about it. It was my fault. Sorry.
So, are you retroactively going back
I'll
and
say
saying that you told
retcon
them
when Ra passes by me. I'll tell him of the circumstances
that you're meeting someone?
because that was before the intermission. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm meeting with this Mert guy. If they're interested, they can come and see him. But I don't imagine that they are. But it's up to them. And then Holly goes and talks to Mert.
Okay. Does anybody else want to go talk to Mert?
So I'm wandering around the place looking for Holly. I find Holly.
You don't find Holly. You find Ra, who lets you know that Holly's disguised and that there's this Mert guy. And
Yeah, I'm just having a bad night. I'm not doing this. I'm getting scowled at by everybody looking for you, and then you're dropping off notes, and I'm getting messages. I'm in a fucking opera that I can't understand. In an uptight city that stresses me out. I'm going home.
I have no idea what happened to the opera, but I really enjoyed it.
What's Ogle doing?
He was back at the tavern.
Just drinking, talking to the ghost. It's a good listener. It is midnight. Are we stopping here?
Yeah, we can stop here. I'm sure that Ogle's probably drooling on his keyboard.
Yeah.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna stop recording now, and I will post this probably tomorrow, because I'm too tired right now.
Okay.